Lately, I've been thinking a lot about what it looks like to be faithful when nothing is changing. I think that most of us can be faithful when we see progress, when prayers are being answered, doors are opening, things are moving. But what about when you're doing all that you know to do and nothing shifts? You're praying, obeying, showing up, and the situation looks the exact same way it did 6 months ago. Abraham waited 25 years for the son that God had promised. Joseph spent 13 years between the dream and its fulfillment. And for some of that time, he was in prison. Moses spent 40 years in the wilderness before God called him back to Egypt. David was anointed as king as a teenager, but didn't take the throne until he was like 30 years old. And in every single one of these stories, the waiting was not wasted. It was formative. In Genesis 39, it says that the Lord was with Joseph. God's presence didn't prevent the delay, it sustained Joseph through it. And by the time Pharaoh's dream came, Joseph was ready. And I think that's what we miss about waiting seasons. We see them as holding patterns, but God sees them as growth that's happening underground. And that's the difference between stagnant and dormant. Stagnant means that nothing is happening. Dormant means growth is happening where you can't see it. A seed looks dead when it's in the ground, but roots are forming, nutrients are being absorbed, and when the conditions are right, it breaks through. In Isaiah 40 verse 31, it says, "They that wait on the Lord shall renew their strength." And the Hebrew word for the word wait isn't one that is passive. It means expect, endure, linger with anticipation. It's active waiting. So what does faith actually look like when nothing is changing? Joseph was faithful in Potiphar's house, then he was faithful in prison. He didn't wait for a promotion to be excellent. He was faithful where he was while trusting God for where he was going. David wrote Psalms in caves. True worship says that God, you are still good even when my circumstances aren't. Psalm 40 from verse 1 to 3 says, "I waited patiently for the Lord, and he inclined to me and heard my cry. He also brought me up out of the horrible pit, out of the miry clay, and set my feet upon a rock and established my steps. He has put a new song in my mouth, praise to our God. Many will see it and fear and will trust in the Lord." 3 things came from the wait: new security, a new song, new significance. So if you're in a season right now where nothing is moving, you're not stuck. You're being prepared.